Hiring an editor to review your work before you e-publish it, or even contact a literary agent, is absolutely priceless and beneficial to the storytelling quality of your narrative. The edit will pick up on macro-sized issues throughout your novel, including the logic of the plot, the depth and purpose of each character, and how they connect within the plot and to each other, and how well the general and specific themes are interwoven within the subtext. So, without a doubt, when an author uses a developmental editor to examine issues in their novel, it is not a small task, right? It is an entire thorough read from the beginning to the end of your book. It takes weeks and sometimes months for an editor to finish this. Pages of notes and track changes will be written for the author to improve upon. From irrelevant description or corny dialogue that doesn't progress the plot or enhance the character, to illogical choices that retract and contradict the character's personality, it is all researched and is all noted by the editor. Now, a developmental edit will take on the major task of completing 2 issues. The job of the editor is to keep track, write down, take notes, and get inside the mind of the main character to ensure that his or her choices are logical. An editor will examine the plot. Now, some stories merge plot and character great. If an author wrote a literary fiction novel, the editor would focus on the character's desires. Character pushes the story forward here, and an editor will help the author flesh out completely every facet of every character that will provide a full and realized story and ending. If an author wrote a plot-driven story, the editor would examine logical choices made by characters resulting from external conflicts. Whether or not those external conflicts come from other characters or other situations such as the weather, the main character has an external goal to achieve. Now, what a developmental edit does not include: copy editing. A developmental edit does not include any restructuring of language from a copy edit. Synonyms and fluffy rewriting of sentences to enhance the pizzazz of characters' dialogue or prose are only done at the copy edit level, not during a developmental edit. Proofreading. A developmental edit does not include correcting grammar or punctuation mistakes. The proofread edit can be done by the author. Usually, an editor will use the Chicago Manual of Style to help edit your fiction. I suggest you get one and cut down on any problems beforehand. Save yourself some money and time and do the low-level edits yourself. Now, what about beta readers? I mean, yeah, beta readers, they have their pros, you know, but in my experience, I've seen that beta readers kind of don't really do anything substantial, in my opinion, right? They aren't really trained to analyze the structure or psychology of the character. Now, let's say that you do land a literary agent. Now, most likely they will send your manuscript to an editor of their choice anyway. So what's the point of getting an edit done now, right? Well, because it makes the jobs for the agent and the future editor of their choice much easier, because the edits that will be made are not as substantial, right? It saves them time and money. Well, there you go, folks. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Take care.